next governor of the state of Connecticut, Table Boy. Next U.S. Senator, Let me tell you how excited I am to be here today. I love representing this great city. I love representing the Waterbury region. And I love it because of the people that are in this room today. I'm looking out at some of my best friends in the world. I'm looking at a couple guys here in the front row that work for Pratt & Whitney down in Cheshire, who are fighting every day to get their jobs here in the United States of America. And Dick may have talked about this a little bit already, but my friends here in the front row remind me what this election is all about. This election is all about whether we are going to move forward as a nation to protect working class, middle class jobs, or whether we're going to go backwards to the same policies that got us in this mess in the first place. Right. We have the results of that question in our hands today. And I want to ask you, are we going to allow this country to go back to a time in which the outsourcers were rewarded for shipping our jobs overseas? Hell no! Are we going to go back to a time where we had funding for our schools ripped out from under us in order to fund tax cuts for billionaires? No! To borrow a phrase from Dick Blumenthal, are we going to go back to the days when Wall Street was putting profits ahead of people? No! Here is what we need to do. Over the next 10 days, we need to go out and deliver that message to the people of this state, to the people of this city. We need to go out and tell people that our priorities are focusing on middle-class jobs. Our focus is making sure that jobs stay here in America. Our focus is on making sure that the government is setting a level playing field with the financial sector that might try to take from us. And we do that the old-fashioned way, by going out and knocking on doors. Let me tell you why I love knocking on doors. You guys know I've been doing it with you since the beginning of time, it seems, right? Why do we love knocking on doors? Not just because it cuts through the 1,000 mailers that Linda McMahon is going to throw in your mailbox between now and Election Day. Not just because it cuts through the TV ads that are loading up night after night on TV, but also because it says something about who we are as a party. It says something about why we're sitting here today. I ran for Congress 4 years ago because I felt that a small group of people of special interests had gotten control of our government and were dictating policy for all the rest of us. Why door knocking is so important for us is that it says something about who we are, that we want the people to govern this country, not a small group of special interests. We want our neighbors, our family members to be in charge of the policies that are set in Washington, D.C., not Wall Street, not the drug industry, not the insurance industry. We want to be in charge of our government, and that's the choice that's ahead of us in the next 10 days. Do we go back to those days in which special interests ran Washington, or do we keep us in charge of our government? We have the best team going, from the top of the ticket all the way down to my great friends in the state legislative delegation. I couldn't be prouder to stand here and fight with them, and to go out from here until November 2nd and knock on every single door in Waterbury, Watertown, Woolkit, Middlebury to get this job done the old-fashioned way, so we stand up for the great middle-class jobs that built this city, that built this state. We're going to go out here and win one for all of them. Thank you very much.
There is one candidate I do want to recognize.